Hey, I'm Caleb, and in this video, I'll show you how to set up Supabase on a Hostinger VPS step by step. First, we'll set up the VPS in a control panel using a beginner-friendly template. Then we'll deploy Supabase, save the keys you'll need to start connecting apps, learn about configuring edge functions, and finally, secure your Supabase dashboard on a custom subdomain. By the end, you'll have a working Supabase setup that's ready to connect to tools like Lovable, Base44, or anything else you're building. To get started, click the link you see on screen right here, or use the first link in the video description. That link will take you to the correct page for the setup and get you an extra 10% off your VPS plan. And once you go to that link, you'll be brought to this page right here. Go ahead and click on Claim Deal. And it's going to scroll you down to the plan options here. For Supabase, I'd recommend going with the KVM2 plan. It's going to give you 2 virtual CPU cores, 8 GB of RAM, 100 GB of NVMe disk space, and 8 TB of bandwidth. And if you need more or less resources later on, you can always downgrade or upgrade your plan if you need to. But for this video, I'll go with KVM2. So I'll click on Choose Plan. Start by choosing your billing period. By default, this is going to be set to 24 months. However, you can switch it to 12-month and 1-month plans as well. I wouldn't recommend going with the 1-month plan because it ends up being way more expensive later on. To still get plenty of savings and go right in the middle, I'm going to go with the 12-month plan. You can choose if you want to toggle on daily auto backups, and below this you can choose your server location. Just select whatever is closest to you. Next, select your operating system. Click on OS with panel, then click on Coolify. Coolify is going to be the control panel that we use to deploy Supabase. And this is going to be built on top of Ubuntu, which is our operating system. I'm going to confirm that we want to use this template. Then I'm going to scroll back up to the top here. And as you can see, our coupon here is applied to give us an extra 10% off. Make sure you don't forget to use the first link in the video description to automatically apply this discount. From here, click on Continue. And then you'll have to go ahead and create a Hostinger account. Once you've gone ahead and created your Hostinger account and gone through the checkout process, I'll meet you at the next step. When you're here, go ahead and click on Get Started. From here, you have the option to add an SSH key or create a root password. For now, we're going to go with this option. Click on Generate, and then you want to copy this password here, and then save it somewhere safe. You'll use this password to log into your VPS, so make sure you keep it safe and don't share it with anybody else. From here, go down and click on Next. You can choose if you want to install a free malware scanner. Whenever I'm setting up my VPS for the first time, I do like to leave this turned off. So for now, I'm just going to click on Finish Setup. And now Hostinger is going to set up your VPS. This can take a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to whenever it's complete. All right, now your VPS is ready to go. From here, click on Manage VPS. And this right here is going to be your VPS dashboard. If you want to adjust your settings, your operating system and control panel, set up backups and monitoring, adjust security settings, or configure a domain, you can do all of that here. And on the screen here, you'll also find your VPS IP address, which is going to be important because we need this later. So go ahead and copy this and then save that somewhere safe as well. And then after you save that, go to the top right and click on Manage Panel. And now we need to create a root user for Coolify. Coolify is the control panel that we're going to use to deploy Supabase. So go ahead and fill out this information here. And once you're done, go down and click on Create Account. Then click on Let's Go. For our server type, click on This Machine. Then click Create My First Project. And with that, we've configured our server, our first project, and our Docker engine is now installed and running. Now from here, go down and click on Deploy Your First Resource. From here, click on Accept and Close, and we'll close out of this. So during the onboarding there, we actually created our first project. If you want to navigate back to your project, go to the left and click on Projects, and you'll see My First Project. From here, click on Add Resource, and it's going to bring you back to this page here. Now at the top here, let's search for Supabase, and you'll see it appear down here. Go ahead and click on it. And then you're going to see a bunch of auto-generated information appear here, like your Supabase dashboard username and password. And then below that, you'll see all of the different services that are going to be installed. For now, I'm going to go back to the top, and I'll leave this information alone for now. We can always customize things later on if we want to. For now, let's go ahead and deploy Supabase. Go to the top right here and click on Deploy. And now Coolify is going to begin deploying Supabase. This can also take a few minutes, so I'm going to fast forward to whenever it's complete. Okay, and after a few minutes, you should see that the containers are now started and healthy. Once this is done, go to the top right and click on this X. And right here at the top, you should see that this says running healthy. And then if I scroll down here, down the page, you'll see all the services are also listed as running and healthy. From here, let's scroll back up, and we want to go into our environment variables. Click in here. And on this screen here, we're going to look to copy and save 3 different environment variables. We're going to do this so that way you can start connecting apps later on. The first one we're looking for here is our Supabase URL. That's listed as service URL Supabase Kong. Go ahead and click the eyeball button here. And then I'm going to copy this and save it somewhere safe. Keep in mind that this is the default URL from Coolify. We're going to set up a custom subdomain with a security certificate later in the video. And if you do that, you'll use your new subdomain as your main Supabase URL going forward. Either way, here in the environment variables, you can always find your current URL. Next, we're going to scroll down here. Then we're going to find service Supabase anon key. Go ahead and click on the eyeball, then copy this, save it as well. And then right underneath this, you're going to find the Supabase service key. Once again, click on that eyeball, copy this, and save it as well. Okay, and with that done, you now have copied and saved the 3 environment variables that you need for connecting apps. And if you ever need to update or change out your environment variables, you'll do it here in this tab. From here, click into General. Now we need to copy down our dashboard username and password. Keep in mind that you can change these if you want to. But in my case, I'll just leave them as default for now. Then I'm going to copy over my password and save this as well. And then from here to open your Supabase dashboard, go to the top and hover over links and click this link here. Start by pasting in your username and then your password as well. Click sign in. And then you'll be brought to your Supabase dashboard. On the left-hand side, you're going to find your navigation. And the first thing I want to talk about here are edge functions. With Supabase, edge functions are used for running small bits of server-side code on demand, like handling webhooks, calling external APIs, or doing anything you don't want to expose in your front end. And whenever you're self-hosting Supabase, setting up edge functions works a little bit differently. So to learn more, let's go ahead and click on edge functions. And then scroll down the page to where it says self-hosting edge functions. Since we're self-hosting Supabase, the main difference here is that edge functions aren't managed automatically like with Supabase Cloud. So to learn more about self-hosting edge functions, click on Docs, and then scroll down to the Docker configuration. If you want to set up edge functions using Docker, you'll copy this code here. Then I'm going to go back to Coolify, click into Projects, I'll click into my project, then click New. And then here you can create a Docker image to set up edge functions within your project. And if you need more help with this, just refer to the self-hosting Supabase doc here. I'll make sure to leave a link to this in the description. Next, let's talk about connecting apps. Let's go back to our Supabase dashboard and click on Connect. And this Connect page is basically your copy and paste hub. It's going to show you your database connection details in different formats, plus examples for other common frameworks. You can easily switch the type, source, and method depending on what you're connecting. Now for apps like Lovable or Base44, you'd usually just paste in your Supabase URL and the keys we saved earlier into those apps. Now let's go ahead and close out of this here. All right, so right now my Supabase dashboard is working, but if you look up here, it shows as not secure. That's totally normal at this stage because we're just accessing it through a basic URL. So now let's go ahead and secure this on a custom subdomain so it feels like a real dashboard that you can trust and use long term. I'll start by switching back over to Hostinger. To keep everything organized, I'm going to connect a domain through Hostinger. And since I went with a 12-month plan, I actually get a free domain that I can use for the setup. So back here on Hostinger, I'm going to click on Domains, then Domain Portfolio. And here you'll see it says claim your free domain. So I'll click on claim domain. And here you can switch it from .tech to .cloud if you want to. These are the 2 extensions that are included with the VPS plan. But if you want to use a .com or something else, you absolutely can. You just have to buy it and connect it using the same steps I'm about to show you. So I'll switch mine to .cloud. And then I'll type in tutorial testing and click check availability. As you can see, this domain is available and it's free for the first year. So click on Claim Domain. And then your domain is going to be registered to you. Click on Continue. Go down and click on Skip. And as you can see here, you'll have to verify your email to fully complete your domain registration. So make sure you do that to keep your services active. Just check the email that's listed here and look out for a verification email that should be arriving soon. So now that our domain is claimed, the next step is updating our DNS settings so the subdomain points to our VPS. So from here, I'm going to click on DNS and name servers. Then I'm going to scroll down and we're going to start by adding in a new A record. For the name, change this to Supabase. And for points to, we want to change this to our VPS IP address. That's why we copied and saved it earlier. And if you need to find your VPS IP address again, just click on VPS here. So I'm going to find my VPS IP address and then I'm going to paste it in right here. I'm going to change the TTL to 60 and click on Add Record. Click on Confirm. So now when I type in supabase.tutorialtesting.cloud, once I make some changes within Coolify, it's going to point directly to my Supabase dashboard. To finalize these changes, let's go to the top here and go back to Coolify. Click into your projects. Click into your first project here. Click into your Supabase service. Then I'm going to scroll down to my list of services here and find Supabase Kong. On the right, click into Settings. And we'll delete this default domain here. Now I'm going to type in my new domain like this: https://supabase.tutorialtesting.cloud. Now keep in mind, this is going to be your custom domain here. Now at the end of this here, go ahead and type :8000. As you can see, this service requires port 8000 to function correctly. So that's why we're adding this here at the end of our domain. Now I'm going to go to the top here and click on Save. And now we'll need to restart this service. So go to the top here and click on Restart. This is going to take a few minutes to complete as well. Okay, and once this is done, go to the top right and click on this X. Now I'm going to open up a new tab. And in the address bar, go ahead and type in your custom subdomain. I'll go ahead and type in mine now: supabase.tutorialtesting.cloud. And here you need to sign in with your Supabase username and password again. Once you have that info filled out, click on Sign In. And now if I go to the domain here at the top and click on the settings, you can see the connection is now secure. So now everything is configured properly for connecting our subdomain and our Supabase dashboard. All right, now that everything is set up and secure, let me show you the main places that you'll actually use inside Supabase day to day. So first is the project overview. This is basically your home base. And then on the left-hand side, you'll find your navigation. Here you'll find your table editor, your SQL editor. You can find more information about your database here. Under authentication, you can set up user accounts. Underneath that, you'll find storage. This is for file uploads, where you can upload things like images, videos, and documents. And at the bottom here, you'll see API docs. I'll click into this here. This is a great place to go if you want the official guidance for connecting your app and using Supabase's API. And then down here in the bottom left, you've also got more guides and the full API reference if you want to go deeper. So at this point, you're fully set up. Supabase is deployed, it's secured, and you know where all of the main tools are. And also, if you're following along and you haven't set up your VPS yet, make sure you use the first link in the video description. It's going to take you to the correct Hostinger page for this setup and get you the lowest price available. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped you out. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.